Best Cricket Reviews.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Best Cricket Reviews. I'm your host, TMC Tam1, Tanveer Syed, Tan Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, Tan Tiger 01, Twitch at MC Tam1, follow me on Instagram as well, and hit that bell notification button. Today we're going to be talking about the Sri Lanka versus New Zealand match. Happened from Cardiff. New Zealand won the toss and elected to bowl first. Go figure. Okay, so for Sri Lanka, Dimul Karunaratne and Lahiru Tiramana to open for Sri Lanka. Matt Henry to open for New Zealand. So no Tim Southee today. So first ball played down leg side, played off the legs for 4. And Cardiff, shorter, straight boundaries, wider and longer lateral boundaries. Okay. So 0.2 appeal for LBW or original decision not out. So the umpire thought the ball was pitching outside leg, but upon review the ball actually just pitched in leg. 3 reds. Umpire gives it out. What a start by Matt Henry. First ball hit for 4. Second ball plumb in front. Lahiru Tiramana gone for 4. Sri Lanka 4 for 1. Good stuff by Matt Henry. Kusal Perera next man in. So after 1, 4 for 1. So Henry was bowling accurately and with a bit of seam movement. Bowled to open with Henry. After 2, 7 for 1. And I thought Sri Lanka need to consolidate now because Kusal Perera can bat. Dimul Karunaratne obviously he's opening, so hopefully he can bat. But apparently he came in here in the test with his test form, so I don't know. After 3, 12 for 1. There was an overpitch ball in that over, and Kusal Perera hit a boundary. After 4, 20 for 1. After 4, Sri Lanka were 20 for 1. They're batting smartly enough. They're trying to negate the swing of Bolt, but would not remain this way. After 5, 25 for 1. Dimul Karunaratne, you started to notice he's playing a little too slowly. After 6, Sri Lanka were 35 for 1. I thought, are they designating Kusal to be the stroke maker and Dimul to be the compiler? And also, in that last over, there was another contact with the stumps and the stumps didn't break. ICC should really look into that because that does not bode well. It makes for poor optics. It really does. Really does make for poor optics. That if you hit that as hard as the ball is hitting the stumps are not dislodging. Yeah, then you wonder well, so even if you get if the ball clips the wickets, it's not out. Then how do you get someone out? Yeah, it makes for very bad thing. And to be honest, even in terms of broadcast and presentation, this tournament has some issues, man. It's showing through, and it makes for some bad TV. After 7:41 for 1, and they were starting to gain a bit of momentum. After 8:46 for 1. So after 8, Sri Lanka were 46 for 1. I've noticed Trent Bolt, he's bowling a bit too round arm compared to the last World Cup. And he also got warned by the umpire, so he's losing his line a little. He actually bowled a couple of wides that over. So he actually ran on the danger area, that's why he got warned. Okay. 8.1, Henry bowls 1 full, and Kusal Perera mistimed the shot. He he gets caught. He's out for 29, I believe. Hold on. Sri Lanka over 46 for 2. I'm like, okay, that this puts it in New Zealand favor, this power play. Yeah, yeah, and as I was saying, you know what, the wrong person got out because they needed to like step on. Kusal Mendes new man in 8.2 and very first ball, just just a slight nip away, and Kusal Mendes trying to get bat on ball. Like you don't have to get a bat on ball all the time, especially in your first delivery. You can get it on an inside edge, not an outside edge. If it's passing your wickets, just just let it be. But lobs one to Martin Guptill in the slips. Goes for golden duck. Sri Lanka 46 for 3. Dhananjay De Silva new man in. And Matt Henry was on a hat trick. Hat trick ball. Dhananjay De Silva drove the ball down the ground for 4. Good reply to a hat trick ball. Sri Lanka 50 were up as well. 8.3. Uh, After 9, Sri Lanka were 50 for 3, and New Zealand were big time on top with that 2 wicket over. After 10, 51 for 3, and like your 5.1, yeah, but your top 3 batsmen are out, or your number 2, number 3, number 4 are out. And Dimul Karunaratne, he's not like setting the world on fire. So power play belonged to New Zealand, straight up. The first one. So we get to the second power play. After 11:52 for 3. Lockie Ferguson, the pace man, to bowl the 12th. Okay. 11.5. Ferguson, uh, like bowled one a bit full, and it with pace it caught back in, and hit the batsman on the back leg. See, this is what Lockie Ferguson can do, and this tells you that this Cardiff pitch has something for the bowlers. The pitch, because you don't get seam movement, from cloud cover. Dhananjay De Silva gone for 4. Sri Lanka 53 for 4. Big trouble now. And I'm like, good lord, are we going to have another Pakistan scenario in our hands? Matthews new man in. Uh, After 12:53 for 4. After after 13:57 for 4. I'm like, the game is almost completely in New Zealand's control. After 14. 58 for 4, and rightfully Sri Lanka were trying to play a little defensively. 58 for 4. Now, Colin de Granholm to bowl the 15th. 15.4. And de Granholm does what he does. The batsmen around the world are not learning. Not learning. You know what? Instead of overtraining, you could do with actually watching some footage from people around the world, especially in terms of preparations while it's coming, while coming into a World Cup match. De Granholm gets an edge of Matthews, straight to Latham. He's gone without scoring. Sri Lanka 59 for 5. Jeevan Mendes new man in. After 16, 60 for 5. 16.2. Another one goes. The batsman stuck at the crease. Edges one to slips. 60 for 6 now. Sri Lanka. I'm like, no, no, no. This is this is almost like, I'm like, what's going on, man? What's going on? Like Kumar Sangakkara ought to be like, like tearing his hair and his beard out in the commentary box. Thisara Pereira, new batsman. I'm like, at least, at least make 106 so you can rub it in Pakistan's face. Like, hey, we made at least one more run more than you. Okay, now here's the thing. At the end of the 17th, I had a bit of a power outage, 16.6. So the power just like went in and out for a second. So I had to restart my entire computer and set up. It took a bit of while. Like it took about like 12 13 minutes. So went just before like 6:56 a.m. I came back at 7:09 a.m. So after thankfully they didn't lose the wicket. So after 20, Sri Lanka were 92 for 6. Bolt to bowl the 21st. After 21, 97 for 6. Mitchell Santner to bowl 22nd. 21.4 cotton bowl chance missed by Santner. The ball was hit pretty hard though. So I'll give Santner that, but still you have to take those catches, man. 21.6. So after 20, Sri Lanka were 100 for 6. Jimmy Neesham to bowl the 23rd. So 23.4. So 23.4. Santner gets an inside half of the bat of Tisara Pereira trying to go big, but just goes straight in the air and gets caught. Sri Lanka won 12 for 7. Isuru Udana new man in. 24.4. Udana chips one to a fielder in the inner circle on the leg side, and Jimmy Neesham gets one. Sri Lanka won 14 for 8. Suranga Lakmal new man in. After 25, after 25, Sri Lanka won 15 for 8. Well, at least they did better than Pakistan last game, but that's not saying much. But it seems they didn't learn from watching that game. Lockie Ferguson to bowl the 26th and Bolt to bowl the 27th. So as you know with the format, I'm gonna give you over by over coverage up until the 15th over. Then 15th to 40th, I'm gonna give you five. Every 5 overs, I'm gonna give you coverage, unless a wicket falls or there's a DRS or run out or something like that, or a cotton ball chance or something like that. Then from 41st to 50th, I'm gonna give you a ball like over by over coverage. 28.1. 20, Lakmal tries to go big again. Instead, gives Bolt his first. Trent Bolt. Sri Lanka 130 for 9. And Malinga last man in. 28.4. And Dimul Karunaratne, who came out at the very top, gets to his 50. Unfortunately, there's no one to support him. There's no one to support him. Yes, there was a controversial. No, I won't say controversial. There was a drop chance because you should have surrounded the ball a bit better with your hands. Because if the ball touches the ground, and if you catch it at just at the right time with from the sides, or whatever, or with part of the ball just above your fingers, but in between your fingers the ball's touching the ground. Sorry, that's not out. That's not a catch. In fact, I don't think that's a catch in any sport. So there's nothing controversial about it. So, but unfortunately, no one left to support Dimul Karunaratne. So well played. As pointless as the 50 was, well played. 29.1. No wait. So that catch I was talking about, it happened to a 9.1. Okay. So So next ball, never mind. Lockie Ferguson got pissed off. Okay, okay, I'm gonna bowl a Yorker, and he bowls a Yorker. Lasip Malinga gets bowled. Sri Lanka 136 all out. Karunaratne, spare thought for him. Left stranded, not out. Clinical performance from New Zealand, but there were some bad shots by Sri Lanka. A lot of times their feet were a bit stuck, a bit too much back into the crease, not enough forward strides. So just lack of technique overall. And like Hathura Singh is the left Bangladesh for this side, for this group. Look, Sri Lanka still came into this tournament with horrible form. Apparently, they lost 8 out of their last 10 matches, or some along those lines. And I put in my notes. Sri Lanka did not prepare. Bangladesh better watch out big time on what these Pacers are getting early on from the pitch. Better be prepared. So now we go to New Zealand innings. Guptill and Munro to open for New Zealand. Malinga to open for Sri Lanka. 0.2. Malinga gets Guptill's edge and it falls just short of the slip fielder. Maybe stand like one or two steps closer to the batter. After one, New Zealand 10 for 0. Malinga bowls some slightly bad balls, but with Guptill the form that he's in, you can ill afford to bowl any bad deliveries, especially defending a small total. Suranga Lakmal to bowl from the other end. After 2 13 for 0. Okay. A good start by Suranga Lakman. And also, end of this over, uh, Munro would be on strike in the next over. I put down in my notes like maybe get him out next over. Can Malinga, because Munro is looking to, he's the guy who likes to go for the big shots. Doesn't like taking too many dot balls. After 3 16 for 0. Better over from Malinga. After 4, New Zealand. After 4 19 for 0, Sri Lanka, New Zealand tried bowling from Pakistan against West Indies. After 5 26 for 0. There was a shorter ball in that over by Malinga, and Guptill pulled that for 4. After 6 40 for 0, Munro was getting some balls in the slot and hit 1 for 4 and 1 for 6. After 7 50 for 0. After 7, New Zealand 50 for 0. There's nothing to worry about for New Zealand here, really. Sri Lanka have nothing to defend, really. After 8, New Zealand 59 for 0. Now Munro is starting to like open up his shoulders a bit more, starting to get used to their pace. Udana to bowl the 9th. After 9 68 for 0. Udana a bit unlucky in that over because almost Mustafizur Rahman style, because a lot of time Mustafizur Rahman comes in and you get a ball, flies off the edge and it goes to a third man region where there's no third man, and you almost expect this to happen, like he's moving the ball away or whatnot. You expect an outside edge to happen to go over the slip, like over the keeper. Like why is there no third man, even short or deep? I said maybe come around the wicket then. Pereira to bowl the 10th. Thisara Pereira. After 10 77 for 0. Last ball was an edge to the vacant slip region, of Munro's bat. I think went to the boundary. Now, in terms of power play, clearly belonging to New Zealand, but somehow you felt New Zealand were not properly middling the ball. There was still a bit of doubt. They were still trying to feel their way in. After 11 82 for 0. After 12 91 for 0. And I'm like, with the batters going so hard, why not try a spinner? 12.6. Gutpal gets to a 50. 6 with the 6 off of 39 balls, I believe. After 13, 101 for 0, they got, they got to their 100 as well. 13.3. Monroe get to his 50 as well. 13.6 review for caught behind. Original decision not out. Ultra Edge shows a flat line as the ball passes the bat or the glove. So original decision stands. Sri Lanka lose the review. After 14, New Zealand 109 for 0. Jeevan Mendes to bowl the 15th. After 15, 120 for 0. Sorry, a bit too late for the spinners to come in. You brought the spinners in when the New Zealand batters got used to the nature of this pitch, so they know what to expect. Should have bowled in the power play, the spinner. Malinga to bowl the 16th. After 16, scores level. New Zealand 136 for 0. 16.1, New Zealand 16.1, New Zealand won with 10 wickets with the Monroe dab down leg side. And nothing to say. Clinical. The match lasted an hour more than the Pakistan match, but still, it ended so quick that I had time to watch more than half of the Afghanistan innings and the end of the Australian innings as well. Sri Lanka had nothing to defend, especially in these conditions. When you're chasing such a small total, you have no pressure on you. Like when you're the chasing side and you have batsmen who are in form. Sri Lanka bowling, they apart from inducing a good amount of edges, they could not do anything really. Like there were no real drop catches. Most of them actually found the gaps, all the edges. New Zealand still have to work on the batting though. They're not gonna edge the way to victory in every game though. New Zealand bowling was very good, and Matt Henry was your man of the match. So that's about it really. So clinical performance by New Zealand, and very, very, very underwhelming performance by Sri Lanka, even by Sri Lankan standards. But then again, like they're almost as much of a disarray as Pakistan in terms of their cricket board and cricket structure, especially after Sana Jayasuriya. He got in with that match fixing allegation and whatnot, which was actually disappointing, man. I was a Sana Jayasuriya fan. Alright, that's about it. Let me know what you thought about this match in the comment section below. And where do you see Sri Lanka and New Zealand moving from here? It's your boy, the MC Tam, and Tanveer Side, the Bengal Dragon, signing out. Make sure you have liked this video, subscribe to this channel, and look forward for the next best cricket review.